The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Donkey of the day for Monday, August 21st goes to two Dallas police officers who have been identified as James Smith and Juan Figueroa Luna, as well as two on-duty police officers who have not been identified. Now, two off-duty police were working security at Sirius Pizza, and they refused to let a disabled Army veteran use the restroom. I can't make this kind of stuff up. Let's go to WFAA 8 ABC for the report, please.
The Dallas Community Police Oversight Board has launched an investigation into several officers. They were caught on body cam video laughing at a disabled Army veteran who accidentally urinated on himself.
You guys made a guy pee himself?
Donnell Lane says he was refused access to the bathrooms at Sirius Pizza in Deep Ellum. Lane was injured in combat in his lower extremities and says he tried to get help from a couple off-duty uniformed officers by showing them his medical paperwork. He says they brushed him off. He presented his case to the board after Internal Affairs found no wrongdoing.
And it's been a constant fight having to explain myself about my disability just to get assistance from public servants and private businesses while I'm out and about. This battle leaves me in constant depression and suicidal at times because of the shame of asking strangers for help.
Now, Dallas police officials tell us they will also conduct an administrative investigation. We've also reached out to Sirius Pizza and are waiting to hear back.
This is why when people scream about patriotism and being patriotic, I say bah humbug. Okay, we live in a country where so many military veterans are homeless, don't have health insurance, standing on the corner with signs begging for change, and we folks will drive right by them. Okay, we the people will drive right by them. All right, imagine fighting for a country but then can't even afford a meal in said country when you get back. But we talking about being patriotic. Military veterans in this country should be treated like the salt of the earth. They shouldn't have to touch their pockets ever. They should get free top-notch health care, free room and board, and they should get some stipend every month to take care of their bills. And there should be veteran discounts on everything. Now, I know there's military discounts on a lot of things, but in America, there should be a military discount, veteran discount on everything, including utilities, okay? This disabled veteran comes into a pizzeria, shows you his medical paperwork, and you deny him the opportunity to use the restroom. He ends up doing number one and number two on himself, and y'all laugh? To me, this is just symbolic of how America treats its veterans. Okay, they just pee and doo-doo all over their service, but then tell folks who take a knee or don't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance that they are being unpatriotic and they are disrespecting the men and women who sacrificed their life for this country, who served this country. Really? Really? What's more disrespectful, taking a knee because you're protesting the injustice that black and brown people face by some police officers in this country, or some police officers denying a disabled Army veteran entry to a restroom? Making this man use the bathroom on himself and then laughing at him. Let me tell you something, man. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. We've been talking about this little 10-year-old boy in Mississippi who got arrested because he was peeing outside. This is why people pee outside, because they aren't able to get to a restroom in that moment. And sometimes, for whatever reason, they go into restaurants and other establishments and get denied entry. What do you think that reason could possibly be? What do you think? Color of the skin, maybe? Maybe. Possible. Look, if restrooms are for customers only, I understand. But you're not going to sit here and tell me there aren't exceptions to every rule. And if a disabled Army veteran isn't an exception, I don't know what is. All right, Harry Truman once said, our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in the service of our country can never be repaid. They have earned our undying gratitude. America will never forget their sacrifices. Harry, it will trouble you, okay, to know that America has clearly forgot. Please give officers James Smith, Juan Figueroa Luna, and the two officers who haven't been identified the biggest hee-haw.
That's crazy.
Yeah, don't just show respect to veterans on Veterans Day, people.
Just a side note, quick question. How many times have you been denied going to the bathroom? Like, you go to a department store, you go to the store, and you be like, hey, I got to use the bathroom. They be like, no, the bathroom is only for workers. That happens a lot.
It's happened a few times.
Especially in the city.
About it. Yeah.
Especially the city. So, like, in a situation like that, you try to do this, right? You try to go to the bathroom. There's been many times that they be like, well, the restroom's only for workers.
Well,
what do you do after that?
I've denied myself, being that, if I see the bathroom, sometimes, most of the time, it'll say employees only. And I'll be like, oh, I'm not an employee. So I don't even bother to ask. I've denied myself.
Because in certain situations, even with kids, and you have 4, I got 6, you know that there is no hold it sometimes. Sometimes when they got to go, they got to go.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Yeah, say peace, BET.
Peace, BET.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.